Hello Aries, I hope you're all doing well and welcome to the channel. This is what we'll see what Spirit wants to speak about today. We'll take some tarot and then some oracle cards, a number card, and there'll be power thought cards at the end. The Nine of Pentacles, the Young Empress. The Ace of Cups, this has came out quite a lot in these readings and I'm nearly at the end of them. New beginnings. The Queen of Wands, beautiful attractive energy there. The Four of Swords, now the overall central energy is the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. The Two of Cups, the Devil energy, which is Capricorn. The Page of Cups, this has come out a lot as well. We're talking a lot about people's happiness. The Nine of Wands, and that has actually come out a lot as well. So we'll take a couple of these cards to see why this guidance has came out. There we go. And we'll take a numbers card as well for greater clarity. There we are now. Now we have conflict and defeat and choose wisely. Now this conflict and defeat here is a 5 and 5s are change, and we can't stay in this energy because if we stay in this energy we'll attract more of that to us. Now this is about not beating yourself up. It's about focusing on your strength and not your weaknesses here. And we want to be looking at things from a positive perspective. And that can be very difficult. And the reason I'm saying that is because we've got the Nine of Wands here. So it can be that you're persevering with something, you're seeing no results. But remember, you're wiser now than you've ever been. This is wisdom that you're gaining. So we want to see it that way. We want to be seeing how strong we are because we've endured this. I know it's been difficult, it's been challenging, but you've endured that, and that's all credit to you. You're still here and you're still on the go. So we need to let this energy go. We need to see life as a learning process, that you are wiser, you will be able to use this wisdom in the future. And, we don't want to feel abandoned, left out in the cold. Spirit is around you. You're not on your own with this. And what we've got here is choosing wisely. Now, because of the lessons that you've learned and what you're experiencing, these wands represent wisdom. You're now in a position where you can make better choices for yourself for the future. And that's what this is going to be about. Now we have 1010, trust the journey. And that's easy to say, but it's about trusting the process, most definitely. It's time to turn your long-held ideas into action. Soon you'll connect with the right people, encounter favourable circumstances, and access the necessary resources. As a result, you'll experience joy and new opportunities. Trust the journey and have faith in the process. Yes, this experience that you're going through here, and it can be very chained. You can feel as if you're chained to something. Now, this could be a challenging relationship, a toxic work environment, a toxic boss. It could be toxic habits that you have that are not serving you well. It can also be a mindset where you feel that you don't deserve the best in life, that this is never going to change for you. So it's it's an energy where you feel very chained to something. We're never chained to anything. This is about you gaining wisdom over this situation. And the next thing you need to do is to start using the wisdom that you've gained. Now, one way to do this is to start thinking about your own happiness. What would make me happy? This is the start of things. Now, this could be someone who comes in who has an acquaintance that turns into a friend. It could be a friend that turns into a lover. It could be a young person here that says something, that is supportive, because pages are the starts of things. So, it could be something that's said to you that just touches your heart. And it's time for that to happen. You need to think about yourself. You need to connect in with your own heart space here. And what you need to do here, the advice here is to take a step back. Now, if you've been going through illness, this is a time to pamper yourself, to look after yourself. No matter what the situation is here, you're better to do something you enjoy here. Take a bath, take a walk, ground yourself. Because what Spirit is suggesting here is that if you take a step back, you'll be able to tune in with your intuition and get the clarity you need to go forward. You won't be able to do that if you're feeling chained to things, if you're conflicted, if you're feeling that you're defeated. You're never a loser. There's nobody losing here. We're just learning. So this is time for brainstorming. It's time to think about whatever this represents for you, this devil energy, and it's time to problem solve. It's time to reflect on the lessons that you're learning through this experience and use it wisely and choose wisely about the next step in your life. Now, these are the Three of Swords, and we're changing this into the Four. So there can be disappointments and heartaches, definitely. But it's time for you to step back and think about it. Review your situation. Do not dwell in it. The overall central energy here is this Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant could be you choosing, for example, to leave your job and go and study something. This can represent higher education. It can be you deciding that you need to meet people or be around people that have the same traditional values as you. That you know, especially if your boundaries and your morals and ethics have been challenged. Now, this really as well, you've got to remember it's a spiritual journey you're on. So this is a journey of self-discovery that we're on. So, depending on what this represents for you, this could be you learning about friendships, relationships of any kind. But you're definitely learning about what's going to make you happy. What's your bliss? What would you like your life to look like? You're never losing. You're never losing. You're just learning. So it's time to think about your happiness, and it's time to look towards new opportunities that would suit you better. Now, you could be joining police forces and things like that. You could also be getting wise advice from someone who's had a lot of experience over something that you want to take up or something that you've been through. Because this really is about you finding that balance within yourself. Now, this is the heart and essence of who you are. So your heart and your head are aligning. You're coming into, because you're looking at your own happiness and you're moving on from your challenges, you're starting to feel happier about things. This is you getting passionate about life again, getting your mojo back. So it's important that we feel safe and secure within ourselves with the choices that we're making. And finding this emotional balance will definitely help connect in with your intuition and get your excitement back for life. Now, this can also be you finding good relationships in life, any kind of relationships. It could be a tutor, pupil relationship if you're excited about going on a course. What you're learning here is that our friendships and life's works much better if we are on the same page as the people that we're involved with. So we talk about soul tribes. I don't know if you're listening to Tarot, you've probably heard us talking about soul tribes. People that are on the same page as you, people that see life through your eyes, have the same traditional values as you. This is very important. Good communication as well with people. So all these things will help you bring your mojo back. It will help you get excited about life. You're getting your passion back again. You're getting excited about the new opportunities you're looking forward to here. Now, when you're in this Queen of Wands energy, and Wand energy is fire energy, it's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you become a very attractive prospect. So you could be meeting someone you find attractive, they could find you attractive. I don't just mean romantically, I'm talking about for jobs, courses, anything that comes along that you're desiring here. So when you're enthusiastic and excited, you attract attention because that's what life is all about. And what we start to do here is we start to create this beautiful little Garden of Eden for ourselves. Now, this is a young empress, and the young empress is someone who is confident, who's single-minded. It can be the singles card. You don't have to be single to be single-minded, but you can become single again, and that opens the path for new opportunities, and you're getting passionate about life again. This is someone who's learning about relationships, about themselves, about the balance, about how much to give, when to say yes, when to say no, how much to spend, how much to keep yourself right. And also in relation to others. So don't be, for example, working all the hours that God gives you and not having a social life. This person here knows exactly how to bring the balance in to keep themselves right, their relationships right. That's just an example. But Pentacles are about relationships, environments, finances, and employment. So don't be saying yes when you mean no. That's what I'm saying. Have the confidence here to stand up for yourself. It's a very confident, independent-minded energy, and this person does what's right for them to keep the balance and the harmony right. So again, this is somebody who makes wise choices, most definitely. So we'll take a couple of these positive thought cards to end this reading here. I am safe. It's only change. I am safe, it's only change. I cross all bridges with joy and ease. The old unfolds into wonderful new experiences, and my life gets better all the time. One door shuts, another opens. I am in the process of positive change. I am in the process of positive change. I am unfolding in fulfilling ways. Only good can come to me. I now express health, happiness, prosperity, and peace of mind. And that's what you will achieve if you're prepared to trust and change your perspective and see this as understanding and learning and using choices wisely, or making choices wisely. I hope this helps. If it does, please like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.